types of ciphers, different types of categories of the ciphers, that this cipher is substitution, or this is the mono alphabetic and this is poly alphabetic. Now I think you should remember what is it is all about. It is mono alphabetic cipher. Mono, the word mono represent that you will use a single character, okay, wherein each letter of the plain text is substituted by another letter to form the ciphertext. So you will use a single letter and you will use a method that is called substitution method in order to get the corresponding ciphertext of the given plain text. So concept is just replace uh, the character, and after replacing you have to substitute some character with the other characters, and it is the simplest form of the substitution cipher scheme, and it is the most simplest form of the cipher scheme. This crypto system is generally referred to as the shift cipher. So this is the crypto system, which is very simplest one and uses the concept of shift cipher. The concept is to replace each alphabet by another alphabet which is shifted by some fixed number between 0 to 25. Why we are using 0 to 25? Because the concept using of 0 to 25 is that we can use only 26 characters. So if we count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 25, then it will become total number of character will become 26. So in between you have to select some value between 0 to 25. So this will be the concept. Second, first concept will be the one that you can replace one character with another one only. And for this type of scheme, both sender and the receiver agree on a secret shift number. Now, what do you mean by the secret shift number? It is a kind of number which is used in order to shift. Like for how many digit you want to shift. Like this will be the secret key, which can be used in order to replace the thing. Like water is written here, and the protocol is that you have to replace three alphabets, only three alphabets. So whatever the alphabet which is coming after W, and replace it by 3. Similarly, replace it by another 3. You have to replace A by another 3 characters. So what kind of character replacing scheme is applied is only known to the sender and the receiver. So it will be the great secret between them. And this number which is in between the 0 to 25 become the key for the encryption. As I have earlier told you that whatever the scheme you are using, Caesar cipher is basically given by a scientist named Caesar, and that person is using some shift number. Like he told some dialogues like "How are you?" and shifted by 3. So you have to understand that what exactly he want to say. You have to calculate it by just replacing each and every character just by 3 or 4, whatever the number he will give. So the name Caesar cipher is occasionally used to describe the shift ciphers when shift of 3 is used. So whenever actually why shift of 3 is there, why this word is there? Because Caesar cipher mostly likes to shift the character only by 3. And in the honor of his invention, this cipher is not known as shift cipher. This is known as Caesar cipher, and when it will apply the concept of shifting of only 3 characters. Uh, Now next study how in practical implementation how it is possible, or what is the process you will apply in order to proceed it. Like in order to encrypt a plain text letter, you have to see only the statement that I am telling to you. You have to in order to encrypt a plain text letter, the sender positions the sliding rule underneath the first set of plain text letter and slide it to the left by number of position of the secret shift. Now the word secret shift is the number of positions you want to shift a given character. This is the secret shift. And what is the fashion of shifting? What will be the move of shifting? It will be shifting from left to the number of the position. So W, and if I said water, you have to replace it by 3. So in W, you will replace it by, you can replace W by some other character, and you have to move from in left direction. So the plain text letter is then encrypted to the ciphertext letter on a sliding rule underneath. The result of this process is depicted in the diagram for a agreed shift of the 3 position. And in this case, the plain text tutorials is encrypted to the ciphertext. Here is the ciphertext alphabet of for shift 3. I will now zoom it in order to see it much better. Suppose you have given some character like the plain text alphabet and the corresponding ciphertext alphabet. So suppose you want to there is a plain text that is called tutorial, and you have to encipher it, and after enciphering it, and when we apply shift of 3, then the letter will become this. Then this will be the ciphertext that will be moved between the sender and the receiver. Okay. Now on the other hand, the opposite process will be performed, because you all know that encryption is the process of converting plain text into the ciphertext, while the decryption is just opposite of the encryption. So as in earlier, you have applied left shift. So while in the decryption phase, you will apply right shift, because the opposite of left is right. So in the same manner, on receiving the ciphertext, the receiver who also knows the secret shift, as it is the agreed upon pattern crypto system where the sender and the receiver both know the secret shift, that how much character we how after how much character we want to shift the position. So positions is sliding rule underneath the ciphertext alphabet and slides it to the right by agreed shift number 3 in this case. So definitely it will be using character number 3 in order to shift the data, and in order to get the reverse process of the encryption. So it will shift the character by right by 3. He then replaces the ciphertext letter by plain text letter on the sliding rule underneath, and hence the ciphertext, whatever the ciphertext that will be obtained, is decrypted to the obtained uh, encrypted plain text. So to decrypt a message encoded with a shift of 3, generate the plain text alphabet using shift of -3. Now, what do you mean by the -3? As we have moved 1, 2, 3 position in order to get the cipher of that given plain text. So, in order to revert it back, in order to do the back process, you have to just minus it by 3. Suppose there is a number 10, and now somebody says that do addition of 3 number in it. So you will just add 3 and you will get 13 out of the out of as a result. So whenever somebody says that just perform its opposite process, so you will do just minus of 3 in order to get its opposite. So same in the same fashion, this opposite process will be performed. So whenever you are going to implement this in any language, either in C, C++, Java, now the concept is quite much clear to you, that whenever you are going to perform Caesar cipher technique, the concept is that, now let's point some concept, like in the Caesar cipher, first of all, it is monoalphabetic, first concept. Second concept, you will apply substitution technique. Third concept, you can range the character from 0 to 25, as only 26 alphabetic character is available right now. You will apply shift ciphers. You can apply 3 shift ciphers. Why 3 shift cipher? Because it is given by the Caesar cipher, and that person basically loves shifting the character by 3, because we don't have much scope due to the limited number of characters available 0 to 25. So the basic concept is that some character is given, you have to shift it, you have to shift it with a given secret key, and the secret key will only be known to the sender and the receiver. So steps and the pseudocode input, that is tutorial, and the output will be this. For the decryption process, what will be the input? This. And what will be the output? This. Why input output differs here? A very simple thing, because here at that point you are performing encryption, while in this phase you are performing the decryption. So encryption is just reverse of the decryption. So whatever will be the input at the time of encryption will be the output at the time of decryption. You can see here, as you can see that the input is tutorial here in the encryption process, while output is tutorial. Similarly, whatever the output in the encryption will be the input for the decryption. Okay, so let's start with the